Project The Gifted is about the children who, despite their young age, have already decided what to be and what they want to achieve in life. They chose a challenging way full of numerous tasks, work, and constant self-development. And that is exactly what makes them be known, successful, and famous. Every man who has a son strives to raise him a wise, brave, and courageous person. With the help of proper upbringing and through the family values, new knowledge, and important discoveries, the concepts of honor, decency, and dignity need to be invested in a child from early childhood. Sport also plays an important role in the formation of personality. For example, martial art is one of the surest ways to make a boy strong, resilient, confident, and disciplined. Damir Abildinov has been involved in Shinkiokushinkai karate for more than 9 years. This is one of the toughest combat disciplines, as there is a full contact between rivals. Damir has won many strong compatriots and experienced foreign opponents. He also performed at the World Championships, and as a result, he won the right to stand on the pedestal.
We
fought a series of tournaments here in Kazakhstan to prove that we are the best. It was only in order to be selected there. Just because no one goes there where there are a lot of guys, a lot of competitions, especially in the categories of 12 to 13 years old. And you really need to have an experience, strength, and dignity to perform there. Damir deserved the right to be selected and performed very worthily at the World Championships. He stood very worthily. He did not bend. He kept his back straight, and it was really strength of mind and his will. It was really a very high result for us. Now, we have the bronze medal of the most titular World Cup, and of course, we set the goal to be the first and stand on the pedestal. Damir is discreet and modest in communication. He does not like to talk about his achievements and victories. Therefore, even his close friends do not realize how serious his sporting successes are, though they know that he has been practicing karate for a long time. He has a good physical background. He will take up the cudgels for you if you need, because he has been going in for karate for about 9 years. Damir is very kind and positive. He always supports everybody when it is needed. He immediately responds to the messages written to him. He is a delicate person and never refers to his business. When you call him somewhere for a walk, he says, "I'm busy now, I will call you back." And after a while, he calls you back. So, you do not look for him anywhere. He has a very good sportsmanship. He can take the cudgels for you whenever you need because he has been going in for karate for about 9 years. Damir, go ahead. Well done. And now, on your own. Damir does not differ from his classmates and school friends at a glance. He also likes team games, creative lessons, enjoys scientific experiments. But his teachers note pronounced leadership qualities, gentlemanly behavior, and a core strength. Damir has been in our advisor since September. Advisor is such a group where there are children of different age, from 5 to 8 grades. Because of his seniority and on the right of cooperation, he gets along with other children very well. They always look for his support. He constantly shows concern for them and motivates them to win. I remembered the case how particular he was while preparing for the 8th of March and arranging a surprise for the girls. He was the initiator and thought it over to see how it will work.
Дамир
самого начала показал себя таким настоящим мужчиной.
From the very beginning, Damir declared himself to be a real man. He is strong by nature, with a strong willpower and endurance in all senses and in all moments. And he is too responsible, sometimes overly liable to feel relaxed, I mean. And this responsibility strives him forward. It helps him in all subjects.
То есть она ему вообще, в принципе, помогает во всех предметах.
And then, with all its intelligence, Henny, turkeys do not play the saxophone. Yes, right. Just do not be in a hurry. Henny turkeys do not play the saxophone. Do not rush. Henny. Looking at Damir, always laconic, serious, and collected, it is hard to believe that he was not so plodding, concentrated, very mobile, and hyperactive child in his childhood. His elder brother, Damir, thinks that it was the karate classes that helped Damir to become organized and disciplined.
С тех пор 5 лет, вот сейчас уже на протяжении 9 лет он занимается карате. Можно сказать, карате ему...
Since the age of 5, he has been engaging in karate for the past 9 years. Karate helped him a lot, we must admit, because from such an energetic, fast, sharp child, he turned into a calm and serious young man. To say the truth, we thought that he would be a naughty child, because he is the youngest of us and we have a big age difference. But on the contrary, he turned to become a very serious boy.
Но оказалось наоборот, он очень даже такой серьезный мальчик.
У него уже тогда, когда он был маленький, были такие сильные кулаки.
When he was small, he already had such strong fists, and he beat everyone at home. And when he was 5 years old, his grandmother and grandfather, my husband's parents, sat with him. They decided to bend all his energy in a peaceful direction. There was a school with a karate section in it just across the street from our house. And Dad said, I enrolled Damir in karate classes. But we began to realize that there was a full contact. And it was such a serious struggle and very masculine. Just when we started going to tournaments. The first tournaments were kind of childish tournaments, when fathers carried away crying boys from the tatami. But from that time on, my husband has begun seriously to help Damir.
Плачущих мальчиков. Но муж уже с того времени очень серьезно стал в смысле того, что помогать Дамиру.
Damir's large and friendly family supports him in all competitions and tournaments in which he performs. But most of all, his mother worries about him. After all, she, like no one else, knows how much work, bruises, and abrasions every victory is worth.
Когда он уже получил свой первый пояс, это было настолько для нас интересно. Уже и тогда, когда я ходила...
It was so interesting for us when he got his first belt. But even then, when I went to these tournaments, I had one thought, what kind of mother I was to allow her to give her child to such a sport, cruel, masculine. But I saw the nature of Damir. He became very virile. He did not become tougher, but he became a little man. He was very restrained. He had no whims. He was such a child whose tears I never saw in his childhood.
Он был очень сдержанный. Он, в смысле того, что у него не было капризов. Это ребенок, я не видела его слез в детстве.
Despite the colossal loads and worries, fears and doubts, Damir tries his best to win them, not demonstrating his feelings and emotions. Beating a man is also fighting. He knows about that, and he's going through with it. That is why you do not feel anything like that. It is always frightening at the beginning, and you get pre-tournament jitter and feel worried. What if I lose, or suddenly something gets wrong? And you are scared a little before every competition, and you need to be prepared. Well, we constantly train physically. I train 4 times a week for 1.5 or 2 hours. 2 weeks before the competitions, we begin enhanced training. But just before the competitions, we ease down to recover. You are putting too much pressure on yourself emotionally. And, of course, you get too worried before the fighting. But during it, when you already get in, you feel released and you don't think about anything. You just fight. It was my first winning prize at the international tournament Kazakhstan Open in December 2016. And it happened so that I met my acquaintance I had already fought with on the tatami. Though the fight was too hard, I won it and got the first prize for the first time. Damir's father, Joly Abildinov, is actively involved not only in the promotion of his son, but in the sports life of the team. He is a member of the parents' committee that always provides the children with organizational support, accompanies them to all tournaments, and at the same time, he is well versed in the sport, which gives him the opportunity to conduct regular fights, analysis for his son, and do error correction work.
Задача родителя – это помогать. Всесторонняя помощь. К сожалению, в этом виде спорта
Parents' task is to give a comprehensive assistance. Unfortunately, as this kind of sport is not an Olympic sport, parents should have to solve many problems. As he is the youngest in the family, we pay a special attention to him. We give him a feedback after each fight. Of course, he makes mistakes, and it is natural. And this correction work helps overcome them. It brings up his supportive spirit in the whole. It helps him keep his composure and self-appraisal. And most importantly, though, we always notice it and are happy for that. They set a goal, gain it, and share it first of all with their colleagues and friends. And we, as parents, watching this humanity, are so pleased and happy.
Они ее делятся прежде всего со своими соратниками, друзьями. А мы, как родители, наблюдая эту человечность, очень признательны им за это и довольны.
Joly Abildinov is an architect, and his stories about interesting and unusual buildings, historical monuments, and modern technologies in constructions captured Damir so much that he decided to connect his life with this profession in future. But he is not going to give up. His favorite karate and the support of his relatives play a significant role in that. I am so grateful to my parents for their support of my beginnings in sports and to my brothers and sisters for their help. My brother also practiced water polo for quite a long time, and it also sets an example for me how to go in for sports for a long time and achieve great success. And I am grateful that despite the fact that it was hard to do the sports in their time, they gave me everything I need now. Damir is a candidate master of sports and winner of a brown belt with a gold stripe. There is just one step left for the young fighter to get a black belt and the title of Master of Karate. By the way, Damir has gone all the way from a novice athlete to experienced one together with his beloved and respected sensei, Denis Olegovich Batir, the owner of the black belt of the third den. Damir is the impersonation of the path of karate. Having been so young, who did not understand what was that, he, step by step, turned and transformed into a fighter. From tournament to tournament, from certification to certification, from belt to belt, this person grew up and became stronger. That means that he did not just train. There are such children who just attend karate classes and tell their friends that they are going in for karate. Damir set goals for himself, and it is, undoubtedly, the honor of his father and his parents who supported him in everything. And altogether, it gave good results. It means that it is a real way. Come on, yes, excellent, well done, come on.
Наблюдая сейчас на его жизнь, я вижу
Watching his life, I see an adult teenager, as it is modern to say, so self-confident, and I am also confident in him. I can trust him in any situation. We had been in different countries, different cities, and I can surely say that this fellow will not disappear. It is obviously seen that he is able to grow personally and do the work he likes most. That is the very moment that karate brings up, when we do not stagnate, go forward, achieve our goals, and set new parallels. And every child can do this. Find something to do with his soul, find faithful and wise mentor, become strong in nature, and have a strong will. Form his own life philosophy, which will help out more than once in the future and tell you how to act in difficult times. The most important thing is that children should feel they are believed and loved. Therefore, it is important to let the child feel the wings behind his back and help him straighten them and give him the right direction at the very beginning of the journey. Then, his fight will certainly be significant, confident, dizzying, and most importantly, high.